Public service announcement. We know what you did.
What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? I'm your man OG Truth with a 2. Hurts with a Z. Coming at you with another episode of True ATL Sports. What's happening? I got my man Foot. What's going on with you there, brother? Foot, what's happening?
Long day tournament, AU basketball don't stop. So
Hey. Oh yeah. How did y'all do?
We only lost one. So
It wasn't the first one, was
it? 9th grade and 10th grade.
Look, it wasn't the first one, was it? Y'all wasn't one and done, was you?
No. It was just based off to how many people we was game away from just that one loss took us out of championship running because how they had the schedule, how they had the pool play set up.
Oh, okay, Sonya, how what's going on? Everybody in chat, what's going on? First of all, make sure everybody hit them buttons. If you we got 3 destinations. We got the tactician, my man, my cousin Juan. We got the therapist / the tactician. We got Truth with a 2 entertainment, sports and entertainment, which is which is the channel formerly known as Truth TV, and we got Mad Mike podcast. We're gonna also be sharing it out on Facebook. If you're on Facebook with us, we're gonna share this out in 3 groups. Falcons Uncensored.
Hey, OG, do me a favor. Post the link. I don't see it in the chat. Post the link so I can bring up the YouTube thing so I can see all the chat. I can't see messages.
Okay. Now you know I ain't good at this, Pope. You know I ain't good at this.
Just post the link in the messenger for the YouTube.
Okay. Shit. Can you do it? I ain't good at this, man. You know, everybody know I ain't good at this shit. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna have to help you out, Johnson.
Yeah. Post my channel in there. Just post my channel in there.
But I can't see the chat. I'm on StreamYard with you.
Yeah, go to the comments.
Oh, we gotta go to the comments.
Yeah, go to the comments.
Sonya, yeah, somebody post that in there.
And okay. All right, and that Daniel Bear, what's going on? Right now, I'm in the process with my slow behind trying to get it over to Facebook and all that. We're gonna talk Braves, Hawks, Falcons, Dream. We're gonna start off with the Falcons. So a few Falcon fans are crashing out. I don't know why they're crashing out over this. Some prognosticator Foot or somebody they got it going a viral that the Falcons are they got them predicted to start 0-7, and I'm laughing at it because I'm laughing at my Falcons fans for getting upset with this because I'm like, bruh, why would you even entertain that? I mean, I can't go across one hand on the Falcons having seasons like that in their history, and trust me, the Falcons got a bad history for the most part. So, what's your take on that? On us being predicted to go 0-7. I mean, pull up the schedule. I mean,
hey man, hey, looking like this, man. None of that stuff mean that. That's just somebody's opinion. I mean, I don't really have no comment on it. Things like that, that's just wild. Right? That's just wild.
Right.
So like, that just sound like you just saying stuff just to say something.
I'm talking about folks are really upset. I mean, people really bothered by it. I'm like,
put your face back online, bro.
Huh? Hold on, because
put your face back.
I'm gonna put it back on here. I needed to take it off for a tick. if you know what I
Okay.
mean. Okay.
I got you.
Because I got to get my background all the way straight. Um,
Let
let me see here.
since
But I mean,
we talking about the
look, man,
Falcons, we can go ahead and get right.
the last 3 years it's been crazy ass prediction. Look, man, the Falcons was predicted to go 0-16, 0-17. What's the boy name? Arthur Smith first year he went 7-10. Now, the problem with Arthur Smith,
See who you got to think of who's predicting it. It's a prediction. That don't mean that.
yeah, and like Arthur Smith managed to go 7-10. The problem with Arthur Smith was he repeated 3 straight 7-10s, and that's what ultimately cost him his job. Along with, I mean, if you want to take it there, his handling of the quarterback situation, and that's another story. But the Falcons do have a tough schedule. They start out the gate. I don't have the schedule right in front of me, but I can tell you the first 5 games. First game at home against Tampa. We swept Tampa last year, but Tampa did win the division. And then our second game is a Sunday night game in Minnesota, but Minnesota's starting a rookie quarterback. Basically, we are too. Third game is in Carolina on the road, and the fourth game will be here against the Redskins. I still call them the Redskins. Dan Quinn returns to Atlanta as a head coach. We got a bye week, and then the 5th week is against the Bulls. I mean, not the Bulls, but the Bills. And I think week 6 will be against. I call them to go take a shit of hands.
Chauncey, I know you started to say a rough schedule.
Yeah.
Every year in the NFL is different. So and like they talk about strength of schedules before the season start. All that stuff don't mean that.
Right.
I mean, just be honest with you, man. That's how I feel about it. It don't mean nothing who they're going up against. It's different team. We got a different team. They got different teams. They might have some of the same key pieces, but them teams are always different. So this is my spiel on.
The Atlanta Dream just started their. No. Let's go to the Braves. Braves have got out to a slow start this year, an extremely slow start. Started out 0-7. I didn't really crash out, even though I felt like we shouldn't have been 0-7. I know. The reason why I didn't crash out because, I mean, we started out shit. Our first 7 games were against the Padres and the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
2 legit title contenders. They took 2 legit title contenders. All right. Then I started getting a little concerned because we went from 0-7, then we went to 3-10, and then we was like the worst record in baseball at one point. So I started getting concerned, and then the Braves slowly started coming around. They started hitting the ball a little bit, started getting some decent starting pitching. And so now the Braves, after taking 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox, should have been a sweep. They shouldn't have lost their game last night. Braves are now 24-23. So basically, since an 0-7 start, they are 24 and what 16, 24-16.
How you like that last win though? That last win, that domination.
I didn't see the game, but I saw they won 10-3, 10 to what it was 10-4.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they're starting to get time to hit now. They're starting to hit the ball a little bit more because the bats were completely dead. Still waiting on a couple of bats to come around. Waiting on Money Mike to come around a little bit more. Austin hitting the ball decent. Matt starting to hit the ball a little bit more. Marcel has been pretty steady. They got a big boost from Alex Verdugo, who's been at the top of the lineup since he was brought up from being signed. He's been hitting the ball well. You've been getting good play out of your rotational guys, the Eli White, and I forget the kid name. They be playing a little shortstop. They getting some good minutes, good rotational play out of those guys. Right now, the biggest surprise to me is the catcher Drake Baldwin. Drake Baldwin, he pounding the baseball right now. I mean, like he hitting the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Sean Murphy right now is a pretty decent 1-2 punch
Yeah,
at catcher.
sure.
Update on Ronald Acuna. He hitting the ball real far right now. And Gwinnett, he's just started his rehab assignment. Expect him up within the next 7 to 10 days. The only thing I'm concerned about with Acuna is the Braves. They need to do all they can to try to save Ronnie from himself.
Why you say that?
Because of his style of play, the way he play. He only knows one speed, and that's how he get hurt. That's how he been getting hurt. He ain't been getting hurt just bullshitting. He just only know one speed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's a major issue in sports across the board. People that only know one speed.
yeah, I mean, so they got to do all they can to save him from himself, man.
Mm.
Strider comes back next week, which is good. But the starting rotation been holding it down. I'm a little concerned about the bullpen.
I
They
have an
too,
issue with the bullpen every year, but
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
they a little bit too up and down for me. That's who lost the game last night. A few people want to put it on Snit. Listen, folks. It ain't always the coaches or the managers' fault. I get it. I mean, that's the first. I get it. That's the go-to. That's the first people. That's the first people that you go to. I understand
Mm-hmm.
that, but it ain't always the coach or the manager's fault. Snit took Holmes out the game at 99 pitches, through 6 innings. He handed it over to the bullpen up 6-2. You got to win that game.
Got
They
to
lost,
jack to.
they lost 7-6. I mean, so got to win that game. Bullpen got to bring it through. So right now the Braves are 24-23. They still way behind in the division. Of course it's a long season, man. Baseball season is 162 freaking games, and right now they just played game 45. Second
I
half of
mean,
the season should be better.
but if you look at it, Chauncey, though, they're how far are they from the first place? 5 games, right?
Maybe like 5 to 6 games from the
Yeah.
Mets.
I mean, they in third in the East.
Yeah, they 5 to 6 games. The Mets right now look formidable,
Yeah.
but the Mets have looked formidable in the past early, and we walked them down.
Mm-hmm.
The second half, we should hopefully we hit our stride like we normally do with a healthy Acuna. Profile is going to come back from the 80 game suspension for PEDs right before the All-Star break. You know, it is what it is. I don't know what's somebody else just got hit. I think the Phillies, one of their big relievers, that big left-handed kid they got, he just got popped with that 80 game. I don't know why these guys don't pay attention to, because what it looked like these guys are not paying attention to what's going in their body. That's what it looked like.
And that's all it is.
You got to pay attention to what's going on in
They
your body.
know. They know.
The indication that I got from Jerickson profile is he didn't know. Now maybe that's some BS, a smoke screen. I mean, but I'm pretty sure they know what's going on in their body. I think sometimes they don't know that it's banned.
Bro, they know. I mean, they don't know they ain't educating themselves.
Or they listening to these goddamn trainers and telling them everything is cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They better get out of that shit.
Yeah. I mean, 80 games that was a big hit for the Braves because they had Profile locked in as the leadoff batter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now you had to bring in Verdugo, and he's been playing well. He's been playing well. So if nothing else, when Jerrison come back, Verdugo will go to a utility role, and that's going to strengthen your bench. And you always need a strong bench down the stretch. So again, the Braves 24-23, they third in the division. They couple of games out the wild card. Long season to go. Roddy comes back next week. I think Spencer comes back next week as well. Which is when they was expected to come back, and we're just gonna. All the Braves got to do is just keep winning series. I think I think the Braves have won 8 out of their last 10 series. You keep winning series, eventually you're gonna start walking people down. So we got the Padres coming up for a big 3-game series. We owe them because they straight knocked our head off. So that's it on the Braves. Dream opened their season Thursday or Friday. Friday in Washington against the Mystics. I was so aggravated because the Dream was dominating the whole game, and then they let. I don't know why we can't guard the point guard, the girl that played for us. I don't know why we can't. Brittany Sykes. I don't know why we can't guard Brittany Sykes at all. Brittany Sykes just took over the game, and the Dream blew a 12-point lead, and they lost 94-90. This bright spots for the Dream, of course, with a newcomer. Alicia, it was Alicia Gray early. I think she had like 19 points in the first half. She finished with 25 and I think 7. Breon Jones, she's gonna be who the hell was that? Hold on. Breon Jones, and Mad Mike.
Yeah.
Mad Mike doing some maintenance in the background for me. The power forward girl, she's gonna be all right. I think she got a double. She's nice in the paint. I like our rookie girl, Pow. She just need to get comfortable. We missing. You could tell we gonna need Jordan Canada. She's out like for the first 2 weeks. But let's go to. I'm gonna go to Brittany Griner. I might just drop the link in the chat. For
No, I got it. What I didn't have on is I'm subscribed, but I didn't have on notification.
Okay. I like the Walker Kimbrough girl. She's gonna be good instant offense off the bench. I know we can score the basketball. We just don't need to have defensive lows like we did. We got a rookie head coach. We got a new head coach. They all trying to learn each other. I think all we're gonna get out of BG is 1 year. She like a shell of herself. Yes, she got 18 and 8, but I mean, bro had to take her out of the game like 2 or 3 times. Like he had to like 2 or 3 times because she got winded. But you know, if you go back and watch, did you watch any of that game?
Mm-hmm.
Did BG look tired?
Yes.
And she look, man. I got to give BG credit for going out there giving it a go, but I think she gonna be one and done. She made, the thing about it, I think she in shape. She just looked like a shell of her former self.
I mean that, but yeah, for me it looked like she wasn't in shape though. That's just
Oh,
me.
okay. Well, I mean, hell, you know what I was here to do to folks, even people like her.
You know what? I was just thinking about when you brought her nine, but boy, she in the streets.
Yeah, man. BG, a rock star here. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
They say she love it here, and that can be good and bad. You know, that can be good and bad. But she's a vet. Uh, she did what a vet was supposed. What I do like about Friday night is once she saw we needed buckets down the stretch, she went and got buckets.
Yes.
Um, I think she scored like 13 of her 18 points in the fourth quarter. Uh, Ryan Howard, she give me Trey Young vibes. I need you to make me feel good about a foot and what's going on.
Well, I don't know if I can do that just yet. They give me a few more games.
Okay, you sound like my son. My son said, "Come on, man. Come on, man. Just give him like 5 games. Got a new coach and they still learning each other." Okay, all right.
All right.
So uh, Dream, I needed a Dream to win that game. You know why? Because games 2 and 3 are going to be against a team, and we're going to talk about a player on this team. We got a home and home against the Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever looking like a title contender right now. They pushed a lot of buttons in the offseason. They brought in a lot of crafty veterans. They brought in DeWanna Bonner, bro. Like DeWanna Bonner just passed Tina Thompson to be number 3 all time on the scoring list. They add her to the lineup with Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and the 2 guard they got. To me, their best scorer. They brought in Sydney Colston. I think they got Lexi Hull. They got a pretty good team. And then they brought in Stephanie White to coach. Stephanie White is a good coach. But let's go ahead on and tackle the elephant in the room, if you will. So late in the third quarter, Chicago had possession. Pretty much Indiana was already starting to take over the game. Got a little physical down there. It looked like Angel pushed off to get a rebound. And when she tried to go in to score, Caitlin gave her a hard foul, pushed her where she fell, and then the whole drama started. Now there's been allegations that Angel Reese got targeted by the fans yelling racial slurs at her. Now, let me say something real quick. At what point does Caitlin Clark supposed to swing back? Because she been ducking. She ducked a lot her rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
All kind of shit was going on. You had the girl Kennedy Carter who did what she did. Angel Reese fouled her hard a couple of times. DeWanna Bonner husband fouled her hard. What's the name? Alyssa Thomas. Like, at what point is she supposed? Is she not supposed to retaliate? Because to me, I think it was a retaliation. I saw the play. I understand why the refs call it flagrant because you don't want to lose control of the game, especially as even would have been the first game of the year with the high emotions and the high intensity. What's your thoughts on it? Do you feel like either one of those girls is being fairly or unfairly targeted, unfairly treated? What's
Well,
up?
I won't say I won't use the word fair or unfair out here, right? It is what it is, right? You know, Caitlin, her little ass slick. But I think you see some people really kind of targeting per se because of her antics. But hey, she in their head. That's what I say.
Yeah, she in the head big time. Like, let's get to the part about the race. About the, this always a touchy subject about the race part. You and I know what we've heard when it comes to Caitlyn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, from people that look like me and you.
Yeah.
Now, Angel gets fouled hard, and then her reaction. You already know how she reacts because that's. I mean, I'm gonna put. We already know a little drama gonna come with Angel. Okay, I find it funny now. Now we play. Is it safe to say we're playing a race card?
I'm gonna say it like this. It is what it is, right?
Okay.
It's like the NBA. They're gonna promote certain players.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same. They promoted her before she even got in the league.
Yeah.
And they pushed it. But they wasn't pushing other young ladies like this. So is there an element of race to that? Absolutely. But
I don't. Here is an opportunity for these women in the WNBA, in my opinion, who feel like they're not getting paid enough and all that shit there. Just ride this wave.
Yeah.
Because the Atlanta Dream played right down the street over here in Gateway Center in a 3,500-seat arena. Okay. But when Caitlin Clark come here Thursday or Friday, that shift to the State Farm Arena. That's going on with about 8 or 9 other teams in the WNBA. Ride the wave. The more people gonna see them, the more money, the more revenue. The more revenue these owners getting, the more they're gonna be able to pay these players. Angel, in particular, need to ride the wave because she's being painted as the rival of Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
They trying to make it into a Bird versus Magic.
Yes.
And that's cool. I'm all for it. But I don't need for either one of them to let their egos get in the way of something potentially big. Because the talent level is going to start to get much better. Especially, like everybody's already waiting on Juju.
Yes.
Paige was the big fish this year. Yeah, and you had Angel and you had a nice recruiting class last year with Caitlin and Angel and Camilla. So I just think that they need to ride the wave. But nevertheless, getting back to the Dream, I like the Dream's roster. We just need to be able to close out. Yes. We don't need to lose too many games like that. We better than the Washington Mystics. And for some reason, the last couple of years, we done had a hard time beating the Washington Mystics, and we got a better roster.
I noticed that too, man. That's kind of weird.
But Tuesday they up in Indiana against the Fever. If it's my guess, they're gonna play. I think their focus gonna be a little bit better. I don't know much about this coach. I saw. I can already see he's the type of coach that make his team play through it. That's okay. But it's at a certain point you still got to stop the bleeding. But I'm not gonna judge him yet. Everybody in the chat, Curtis Robinson's going on. I see you bringing the noise over here. Yes, it was a hard foul, but it was blown way out of proportion. It's basketball. I think so too. Juju is the one to watch. She's more talented. than all of them to me. I think so. Yeah, I think she's the most talented. Who is that? Zaylen. Boy, y'all got some names. Y'all got some names. Hey, I'm gonna do all I can. Brian Peeps, what's going on? Okay. Danbury Sports Science. Listen, man, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. If you're part of Tactician channel, make sure you hit the buttons. Truth Sports and Entertainment, make sure you hit them buttons, like, share, subscribe. Mad Mike Podcast. I'm man OG Truth. Truth with a 2, Hurts with a Z. We talking ATL Sports with my man C Foot in the house, as he is, and he delivers foots to asses. Let's go to these Hawks, man. I almost need to take me a damn aspirin. Okay. Let's get to this front office situation. You make some adjustments in the front office. Okay, you fire Landry Fields. He was serving as he was the general manager on paper and serving as both the president and the general manager, to my understanding.
Was serving both? Serving both. He wasn't serving both roles. That I think.
Well, who's the president?
Huh?
Who's the president?
I don't even know if that position was even there.
If the position wasn't there, that means he was serving as both of them.
Well, not necessarily. It depends on how you define it, right? And I'm not speaking on fact just yet, but from this standpoint, Landry was dead man walking anyway. Some people are. Well, I'm surprised why did Landry was already fired when the season started.
Who called that?
Hey,
who called that? Who said he was the next scapegoat a year and a half ago?
You did. But
when I said he was the next scapegoat a year and a half ago, I was called a hater.
Yeah, because when you look at it, you look back to last year. What did I say at the beginning of the season? When you saw some certain type of moves was going on and things wasn't happening, I said after that coup that got Travis out and the foolishness that little wrestler did, the Hawks took back over the franchise. What I mean by that is Daddy said, you know what, son, all this stuff the coup y'all did to get DJ here, and we give him up all them picks and stuff for him, because some little dude pushed it, because I need me somebody with me. That's what threw us back. And I think they fixed that, right?
And they had dumbass Landry to do their dirty work. Yeah. And guess what? Guess what happened to Landry?
Yeah, he out. Like Curtis said, I'm here and there splitting the roles. Okay. They will have a GM and the president of operations. I mean, I understand why you would do that.
Here's my thing. Why does it have to be my franchises, Curtis, everybody in the chat, that operate ass backwards?
Bro.
You fire a guy, which opens up 2 roles. You got the president of basketball operations and a GM, and what you do, you promote a guy to GM and don't hire a president. Why? That's why they catch it.
But what's the role of a president of basketball operations? So this operations is how stuff is run per se, right? And I get that. But Sole got, how to pronounce his name, got promoted to GM. Now, what you're not hearing, are they still looking for one? Are they gonna leave it? They took the intern tag off him. Because it don't say intern based on what you posted. If I remember,
You talking about with the Mensa guy?
What's
What's his
his
name?
name?
The damn the GM. What is his damn name?
Yeah, you posted something. How the list of did you? You posted in the messenger about what their roles and what's their title? I don't believe it said intern. Matter of fact, I go
I
back.
thought he was interim GM, but some people say he's been named the GM. Why not just name him the fucking president and bring Kyle Korver up from assistant GM to GM and look, if nothing else, look like a
Well,
fucking
it depends. There's two different roles.
yeah.
So, me personally, I don't know if I want Kyle Corbett as GM.
Okay.
Me personally, right? So when you look at it, and I said when they called him interim GM, I told them, okay,
Salah is the GM.
I appreciate it, Curtis. So when I look at that, I told everybody, watch what happened with the GM. Oh, hey man, pay attention. Pay attention. See, they forget. You remember I told them they was hiring folks to do certain things with a while ago, last year, year before. I said, look, they were bringing in them consultants. I said, watch what happened. Watch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna say it again. Watch what happened when it come time next year with maybe some people on the roster, that maybe some free agents per se.
Why did I not know until this evening? I mean, I knew he had a role within the organization. That Grant Hill is like the third on the pecking order behind the husband and wife team.
You can call it third on pecking order. Basically, how they listed, he's
Minority owner,
right? So that don't mean he third on the pecking order.
Okay.
Right. Based off, you want to look at like if that you look at that as an org chart, I can see how you're coming from that, right? So you have to. He got some say so for, of course, right? And I keep telling folks, don't think he, Nick, and all that. Don't be talking up there about what's going on. They'll do a lot of stuff for TV, especially Dominique. Dominique gonna play team player on TV, but we know what it is. Just watch.
It shouldn't be that hard to find a president. I'm curious. Why somebody just mentioned Elton Brand? Why? Who are that? Somebody calling you.
He high.
Somebody calling you Tenderfoot. Who are that?
He on home court. We're gonna find out who. He's stupid.
Oh, okay. Elton Brand chose to go back to that shit show in Philadelphia.
That's very telling.
And not take the president position here. That's telling and concerning. And he got ties with our organization.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. That's something to think about. Right now, the guy they're courting is the guy, the guy that was up in Toronto. It's a few people in our fan base may not want him to get that president job. Because we know how he moves.
Yeah. Again, what's the role? What are they looking for in that role? That's key. But the fact that I guess Elton Brand took his name out of the hat for some reason. That's very.
They was ready to give him. They ready to give him the job, bro.
It's very, very telling. Yeah, I mean,
now a lot of fans are saying,
just check out that post, and he's right. Yeah, Brand knew something, some men, something.
And
Philly,
what is it? Who wouldn't want to be a president of basketball operations? What is it?
That's the thing, Falcons pandemic. Messiah gonna make some move. Fans may not like it. He ain't got time.
He gonna come in and shake shit up. If I'm interviewing for a job, if you generally how it goes, if you bringing in a president of basketball or a head of president of any type of operation, basketball, football, baseball, 9 times out of 10, them folks want to bring in their own GM.
Mm-hmm.
But you telling me you already got a guy in place. So what's going to be my place on the pecking order if I take this job?
First of all, is the president of basketball operation over the GM? See, I think people are assuming that.
That's what I'm assuming.
Right? So that's what I said. What's the role?
Hell yeah, Curtis. To answer your question, hell yeah. He did it to DeRozan in Toronto.
Man, we trying to win, man. We you know that. Hey, man.
That role, in my opinion, that role need to be filled.
I would like to know what's the role. You know what? I can look it up. What does that role entail?
Yeah. I mean, president of basketball operation. That means the day-to-day operation of the team, he in charge of it.
But see, that's right, operational, right? Operation in a standpoint where, let's say, travel, gym, whatever. But how does it mix up with player and personnel? Because you got player personnel people that handles that. So if you looked at going back to what you posted, you know, you just deal with what I need to know what the president of basketball operation means.
The problem with us as fans, we get complacent.
Yeah.
If the move is better, it better the overall team's chance, and then at a championship, let's do it.
That's all it's about to me, man. Shit. These players gonna probably if I continue to live, these players gonna be gone before I die. So I don't even care about them. That hey man, it's the logo. I'm trying to win the championship. I don't give a fuck who we get rid of, how we get
we're being
rid of.
asked, do we see that Trey is making people not want it? I mean,
hey man,
I don't want to accuse somebody of nothing I don't have no proof on.
Right.
But I mean,
yeah, Curtis, you're right. It could be different. I just need to know what the role.
If there's smoke, there's fire. Somewhere. I mean, where there's how they say that, how that saying go? Generally, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, we all with you. Corey Gill, what's going on? Tired of the Falcons, Hawks and Falcons trying to win. We need to win. Been decades of losing. Here and out. Hey man, we all share that frustration. Presidents oversees several departments within the organization, including marketing, public relations, broadcasting, sales, advertising, ticket sales, community relations, and accounting. I don't see nothing about general manager.
But it's not just president because they got several presidents, but president of basketball operations. So that's the operational piece of the basketball.
Yeah,
that's how I take it. So and what that entails, that'll be. But Atlanta Falcons pandemic, you're right though, and those are key departments. But I think they broke it down a little bit further with operation.
And that's what I'm tell y'all something. I'm trying to tell a lot of Hawks fans. Everybody making all these predictions on player movement, when who gonna get this money, who we gonna draft and all that shit there. I can't really get too hard into that until I find out who's gonna be fucking president.
But again, see that I keep hearing that we don't know. But what is his role? I put more on the GM than president of basketball operations. That's who should be. That's his role to make those decisions.
Okay, so Curtis is basically like Rich McKay is to the Falcons. Oh shit.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. So yeah, Soleil, you know, and I said that when they named the intern, I was talking about that shit GM right there because he was already here. He was just waiting. That's why I said when they hired him,
it's funny they skipped over. It's funny they skipped over Corver. Do you think Corver said, "Nah, bro, I'm good right here"?
Corver, he's still assistant, but that he said, bro, that ain't what he's. That's why I'm saying I don't think he ain't ready for GM role.
I think Corver cool. Whatever they got Corver doing, I think he cool what he doing.
Yeah,
I think he's like the part of the talent or the scout or the development, and I think he's more player development. Is it safe to say that?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. So, in Toronto, it's Masai. What is his role? What is his job role?
I don't know what his role is, but I know.
Let me look because the way I thought he was GM. So let me see what the hell he is. Because if he's a GM, then the president of basketball operation must have some weight to it. You know what I'm saying?
I know the Falcons pursuing him. To my understanding, the Falcons.
You mean the Hawks?
Okay, he's the president of basketball. He's the president of operations up there.
Okay.
He probably trying to get the fuck out of Toronto because right now Toronto is a dead end.
Okay.
They had that good run, and I think they won't have another one for a while. The market is not big up there. They're gonna probably lose Scotty Barnes. But
when they said who was the GM? What they said Masai was making all was he making all the moves?
Hell yeah, because he went in there. He fired what was the dude's name? The brother. Did pretty good up there.
Yeah.
Then he wound up going to Detroit. Can't think of the brother's name. He fired him after having a good season. Then he bounced DeMar DeRozan up out of there. And then
who was the GM though?
I don't know who the GM was. Hell, probably Drake. Shit. I mean, he had so much input.
So he had a lot of input in Toronto. So I just don't understand. So I just need the definition of their roles, man, to understand.
Here's my issue about Lil Nicky.
Don't worry about Lil Nicky no more. I think everything cool. He stayed the fuck out of the way, you know, for now. I don't think. Don't worry about it.
But he still got a job. That's just, you know, he's still in the building.
He the son. He's if they keep it, then he gonna take over. So I'm fine with it. That's how it works. Oh, that's how it works. When you own something, you can do what you want to do. And if it were me, I'm gonna hook mine up too.
Bobby Webster, the GM for the Raptors. I don't know anything about him.
Who?
Bobby Webster. I don't know who that is.
You don't never hear his name. You've been hearing Masai name. So that could have, yeah. If we get Masai, oh boy, he
bungee jumped and got Kawhi Leonard. Now, if you want to look at it negatively, look at Toronto now. But he did what he had to do to help get a ring in Toronto. Along with Lady Luck was on their side. Kevin Durant popped his goddamn Achilles. Kevin Durant don't pop his Achilles.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't get that ring. I tried to tell folks about Nick Nurse, I say he overrated, man. He stepped into a goddamn good situation.
Yes, he did.
A few of these coaches stepping in a good
Yes, a lot of
situation.
these coaches did.
That boy in Boston don't know what the fuck he doing.
No.
And Uncle got fighting mad at me when I said it last year. I said he don't know what the fuck he doing. He just, he probably listening to his assistants a little bit, and you know, he didn't step in no shit last year. This year, to me, what he did was, I don't give a damn. To me, what he allowed was fireable offense. Because,
bro, let me tell you something, man. That was the dumbest ass basketball I've seen.
Yeah.
You see, when you got all these dudes, you got top, man, you just jacking. So
get to the hole, man. You up 20, get to the hole. Why you shooting
doing
three?
the same thing you did in the regular season. That don't work in the playoffs. Every team you see, every series, the teams change. Different type of play, except Boston. Why do you think we beat their ass?
Greek Freak. I heard something about Greek Freak's agent.
What you looking at? I can't see what chat you see, Chauncey. I see the space. I mean, what you got Twitter and everything going to? It don't pop up in the
It's not popping up on the comments.
No, we're gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to help you out, bro.
Yeah, but listen. I be getting on Mike them nerves. I'm the one dummy when it comes to all this shit. I don't know how to, look. Mike be like, bro, all you got to do is this. I'm like, God damn it, you still got to show me. But nevertheless,
when you start the stream, you hook it up. Yeah, I help you out. We're gonna get it straight.
Here's the thing about the Greek Freak's agent. If they bring him in, Greek Freak coming here.
So what now?
I saw a proposed trade earlier today.
Did you? What you see?
Not a proposal, just something to be talking about. Because that's all we're doing in the off season. We're just talking about shit. Giannis comes here.
We talk about early?
Yeah. Giannis comes here. I'm see how y'all feel about it in the chat. Milwaukee gets two of these three guys: Trey, Dyson, or JJ. And our first round picks this year. I say yes to one trade. I'm willing to sacrifice Jalen. The reason why I'm willing to sacrifice Jalen, why, folks? Best ability is availability. He hadn't been really too available. He had really been too available. Let's just call it what it is now. He's been here. Well, we drafted Jalen when in 2021? The year when we drafted Jalen. We drafted John in 17, Trey in 18, Dre and Cam in 19, Onyeka in 20. We drafted Jalen in 21, the year after we went to the conference finals. It's safe to say 3 of these 4 years, Jalen done been hurt a lot. I'm willing to sacrifice Jalen if it means to get off Trey. We need to move on from Trey. Dyson stays. They can have the 13th pick, but not the 22nd pick. If they want another pick, they can get a late first. They can get a future first rounder, no problem. I will sacrifice Jalen to get off Trey. I know a lot of people don't want to see Jalen go, but my thing is,
can I add?
What am I missing? Go ahead, Foot.
So, and to put it in context, me and Chauncey talked about this earlier today. At first, before he even found hell no, right? But then after he explained, it made a lot of sense. Number one, Giannis will replace Jalen Johnson, right? And we give up a Trey Young and get whatever. Yeah, I don't like giving up 2 first rounds, but giving up 1, right? Because one thing that I've been hollering for the longest time, we play bad team defense and we're too small. We are too small. if you see in the playoff, people with size to me don't necessarily mean height. How you built. You see what I'm saying? And Corey, you're posting, you know, Trey will want Trey. No, you don't. You're gonna get too much ISO ball.
Way too much.
ISO ball.
Way too much.
And then hold on.
It'll blow up in our face.
Yeah, and you don't need Giannis to carry the Hawks. You need Giannis from a physicality and defensive standpoint, right? You don't need him with all this ISO. Giannis is downhill, right?
You instantly getting the bro led the league in 2 of the 3 major categories now. Y'all do know that.
Yeah.
He led the league in scoring and rebounding. I think he was top 10 in assists. And he's a two-time MVP.
I just want his physicality, his mindset.
Yeah. 2-time MVP, 1-time defensive player of the year, and a finals MVP, and scored 50 in an elimination game in that game 6 or 7 against Phoenix. That's what you're getting coming here if you get him. I know I get it. Some people may not like his game, whatever the case, but that's
and I'm one of. But what you get from that, I don't need him to be a damn scorer. I just need him to be physical, the mindset, right?
He gonna get to the free throw line.
Yes.
So you replacing Trey's trip to the free throw line by far. But Jalen's from Milwaukee. Again, what am I missing? What am I missing? Jalen's potential? Because Jalen hasn't finished the season yet. Yeah, I got an idea of what he can do, but I can't keep doing a hope and a prayer. Bro, he hurt his ankle. 2 years. I think 2 years straight he hurt his ankle. This past year, he raised his goddamn hand to shoot the ball and something wrong with his goddamn shoulder. He come back, play 3-4 games, and next thing you know, he's out for the season. Best ability is availability. I kind of hate we got off Hunter. But okay, I get it. But I kind of hate we got off Hunter. That's just a possible trade. When y'all see these possible trades, don't lose your shit. Because they're just possible trades. Now, the second part to that I mentioned afoot was if y'all already know how the if thing go. I mean, if my mama had a penis, she'd be my daddy. Okay, if we were to do that, I'm calling Kyrie, because Kyrie a free agent. Kyrie, got a point guard spot open right, at least for this year. What's up? No, you want another ring? What's up? Oh, we got Giannis. Got a young Zachary. Got defensive player of the year candidate that's gonna help you with your bad defense. What's up, Kyrie?
Yes, we know Kyrie out, but he'll be back for the season over. He won't be back before.
They say he's gonna be out for about half the season. I think a combination of Kobe Buffkin, Vic Creechy, and the boy from down in the foreign kid down in College Park. I think they can hold it down.
Okay. Hey, Josh, can I add something to that real quick?
Go ahead.
So there's something been going on for the folks in the chat that we've been talking about on home court, some other places. I mentioned, and folks love their shit. I mentioned, hey man, tomorrow we trade run vid at the point guard. He know how to distribute. He know how to get to the rack. He know how to kick out. I don't need a point guard to give me 28 points. You don't need it. For me, I don't need that at a position. We got other guys around. Share the damn ball more. I don't care about no 12, 10 assist straight guy, but he, to me, he's too much of a. He had the ball in the hand too long. He don't get up off the ball enough.
His style of basketball is starting to fade.
He's a scoring point guard. I don't need a scoring point guard. It won't fit here. It might fit somewhere else. And that's
offensively. You can't argue his offensive talent.
Yeah. Then defense. Vic played defense when Trey was out when they went on the West Coast trip last year. Then he played good this year. That showed me something.
Trey was out for 14 games. No, excuse me, for 28 games. Not this season, but the 23-24 season. And Vic, for the most part, started at the point we went 14-14. We beat Boston twice in 4 days with Vic at the point. No, we're not saying Vic is a better basketball offensive talent than Trey. But what this team needs length and athleticism. This team needs ball movement, and we got guys that got to have the ball in their hand. Jalen had the ball in his hand. Zachary, the #1 fucking overall pick in the draft from last year, we cannot make him an afterthought. He has to become. He has to be inserted as the face of the franchise, folks. You can't shit on him.
Who you talking about?
Zachary.
Oh yeah. I told people when we draft him, he's gonna become the face of the franchise because
he has to.
Yeah, he has to. Ain't no other way to look at it. Bro,
yeah,
they got him listed. Whatever they got listed, he talking.
In shoes, let me tell you something. That's something else that's been going around. Let's clear something up. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. I don't give a fuck about those measurements at the combine, okay? I don't give a fuck, okay? I will refer to them every so often. I don't give a fuck about what somebody else standing flat feet because ain't nobody gonna be playing in a basketball game with no shoes on. I don't care. Okay. If you want to use this to force a frivolous narrative, go right ahead. Have at it. But it's been a whole goddamn argument. Foot knows this, and anybody on here who's in shout out to Hawks Home Court group on Facebook, group started by Brandon Richardson. Shout out to True Hawk Talk, which is my group, and any other Hawks groups out there. There's been a whole hissy fit, a whole goddamn hissy fit about how tall somebody is. It can't be done with a little guy. It can't be done with a little guy. But guess why? Because they were the same height, flat-footed. I don't give a fuck about what they are at the combat. Listen, if the man 6'1" in shoes, that's what I look at. I don't want to hear shit about they were same size, flat-footed, not flat-footed, but flat foot. I don't care. If you listen, the talk was about Jalen Brunson and Trey Young. Jalen bigger than Trey. Trey 6'1", Jalen 6'2". All right. Trey got a 6'3" wingspan. Jalen got a 6'4" wingspan. Those not big differences. Here's the biggest difference. Trey weighed 163, man. Jalen weighed 190. That's why Trey looks so small out there. There's a bunch of guys in the league. He's just as tall as, or maybe a little bit taller. The man ain't got no girth on him. But I'm not finna spend a whole show bashing Trey Young or make it seem like I'm bashing Trey Young. I was just making a point on something. Mm-hmm. Bottom line is, we got to find out what we got to settle on what we're gonna do. How about let's just say that.
Yeah.
We got to settle on if we're gonna hire a president, let's get one hired. If we're gonna go without a president, then let's just say that and push forward. But I'm tired of us looking incompetent as an organization.
That's why we can't attract nobody. No top free agent.
Dirty Bird 67 said, as long as Trey is here, Zach won't be the face of the franchise. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, I can't either.
That's why he has to be moved. Now, let me say this. Trey is eligible to opt out at the end of next year. He's eligible to opt out at the end of next year. So what has to happen this year? Hold on, Curtis. I'm gonna answer that question.
I'm finna answer it too. What we doing, Snyder?
They got to keep him. We still got 3 years left on the fucking deal.
And we still paying Nate? Or we done?
We just got finished paying Nate.
They can't keep firing coaches.
Can't keep firing coaches. We done fired 2 coaches. We done fired 2 general managers, or got rid of 2 general managers. We just can't keep doing that. It looks like you're incompetent as a franchise. You can't keep doing that. I honestly, and if you disagree with me, that's fine. I find it very, very odd that he coaches entirely differently when Trey's on the floor versus Trey being off the floor or not there. I will say it again. I find it very odd or interesting that Quinn Snyder coaches very differently.
And that's why I was yes.
When Trey's on the floor versus Trey being off the floor.
Can I jump on that real quick? Because
Go right ahead.
I said it. So Curtis had mentioned that people are now by no means I'm saying I think Quinn is a super duper all-star coach, right? But at the same time, this is how it works in the NBA. You got Trey as a player. He like Chauncey just said. I did a little deeper. He coached differently when Trey's out the game, out of the lineup. Period. I started on that West. I'm never forget this West Coast trip last year. We might win over 500. We beat the Clippers. We beat. We were running through folks out west when Trey was out. What I saw with that's why I came up with Vic. When Mike kept talking about Vic, I saw better defense, better ball movement, and people movement and rotation, right? And we won against good teams without Trey. There's nothing about Trey. Let's take it out this way. But I'm not maxing him out. Number one, at 57 million, I think it is. I'm not maxing him out. It's time to get bigger. We are too small. He cannot be. They target him. They seek that dude out on defense to get switches on him. And he's running from switches, which get everybody out of the rotation, get messes up. So I need bigger. At 6'8" point guard, James Harden fits when Vic Crescent. I'll take that all day long. Because, bro, we got to get bigger. But at the same time, the way Quinn coaches, he can't sit Trey on the bench and say, you can't do it this way. Trey been playing that way all his life. That wouldn't look good for the league, for the players.
No, that's gonna look bad. That's gonna look bad. You sitting the guy.
I ain't finna go play for him. So you can't.
You can't sit a guy making $43 million at age 26 on the bench. You can't do it.
No, you can't.
You can't do it in his prime.
No, you can't create an atmosphere. Oh, I'm trying to limit. So it's so much talking you can do, man. But you know, maybe Southside, but I saw some key wins. That's what I'm talking about.
Getting back to Vic being 6'8". I was looking at the look because I'm not good. I'm not a real big, I'm not a draft guru. We got guys in the chat.
Yeah,
A
I
few
ain't
guys,
that no guru either.
they real big draft gurus. So what I do is I keep it real simple. I just look at I'll go look at the prospects and I'll look at what they can or can't do. And it's one guy that's sticking out to me right now. It's a kid from Russia that played at BYU. His name is Igor something. Last name, I forgot his last name. He's a 6'8", 6'9", legitimate point guard.
Oh, so he played point?
Yes, he's a legitimate.
Okay, now you can mention that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a legitimate point guard.
I'm with you. I don't follow that. I only follow. So if I can add to that,
yeah,
at 13, it might put me on to him, and I start looking at him when I start pulling up film.
He could be around at 22.
Yang, I would get Yang because
I've been hearing a lot about the Yang dude.
His footwork is impeccable. How he plays, he can handle. I take him as a big, and that's about it. So far, that's the only one I really looked at. So, but I let other people talk. But my whole thing before even all this, it's like this. It's gonna be depending on what we do with Trae Young, because to me, I already said last year we were building, right? It depends on which way we're trying to go.
You and I said that this year. Remember when I said the Hawks slick tanking? Oh man, I got wore out in two groups.
But same thing got to go out. But here's it. We have no assets. We can't trade for nobody. People keep proposing we don't talking about Tony don't spend no money. I push back on that heavily. Spend money on who? Who wanted to come here? Who can go get? You just can't go pick a player if you're gonna trade. You just ain't.
Can't just go out here and just spend some money just so you can say, oh man, the house going in now.
No,
We're about to go into fucking. See, I don't understand all that cap talk, all that going in the first apron and second apron. All apron I know about it.
I leave that them. But the man said, and Steve Cooney came on, and he basically said, we're not going to spend money just to spend money. It got to make sense. One thing he said to me, I mean, not to me, on the radio thing, that I think somebody posted it. Then dude talk about getting bigger a lot and getting players to play defense.
He's listed. Igor, his name is Igor. I'm listening to you. His name is Igor Demon. He's listed.
I thought he was a big.
Yeah, he's listed as a point guard / small forward. There's your connecting forward there, Mr.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
My buddy.
Don't do it.
You know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, don't do it.
When our buddy said, Vic Creechy is not a point guard. He is a connecting forward. I swear to God, I almost took my pistol out and unloaded a whole clip.
What the hell is that?
What in the hell? But nevertheless, that's just what our buddies we busting his balls a little bit.
People, hey man, y'all got to stop with these acronyms, adjectives about these new made up position type of players, man. Hey man, you can hoop or not and play defense.
Can you hoop?
Can you hoop?
Now see, my dream draft would be Asa Newell at 13, Igor Demon at 22. That's my dream draft. But everybody else have different dream drafts.
Yeah. So my whole I start saying trade them damn picks. You get stack up assets. I mean, just
Well, now let's go back to if the Hawks do what certain Hawks fans want the Hawks to do, we're gonna have to keep them picks. If you want the Hawks to give Trae Young the max at 4 years, 228, that's 57 million.
They bet not.
But I'm just saying though, if you want that to happen, then you want them to bust this block. Do you want them to bust this blockbuster deal for Giannis and pair Giannis and Trae? We ain't got no cap space, y'all. We're gonna have to start letting folks walk, which means we're gonna have to keep them picks. Because we need bodies. Because you don't want Giannis, Trae, Dyson, or Giannis, Trae, or Yanka, and Zachary, and a whole bunch of goddamn G leaguers, then you're gonna be complaining about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think.
But bro, they just be saying, some fans just be saying stuff just said. Don't put no thought into it. Then they get mad at us when we put some thought in it and give our opinion, but it don't match theirs because it ain't it ain't like being like in La La Land. You know,
Southside, one of the destinations. Here are the two main destinations they're saying for Trey, and it's Houston and Orlando. Both of those teams are looking. Houston got the 10th overall pick, and they go on point guard. I call Houston up right now. All right, I know y'all got Van Fleet over there. I know he got an expiring contract. Him and Trey made the same thing. Send him on over here. Send us that goddamn 10th pick, and y'all get Trey. That's it.
Yeah.
Real simple. Help me, help you. Trey and Van Fleet make the same money. Van Fleet on his expiring contract. Plus, he still got a little bit left in the tank. He showed you that this year with Cleveland, with Houston. We swapped them two out, sent us the number 10 overall pick. Now we got 3 first rounders. Just a suggestion, y'all. I'm not a GM.
I ain't either. I don't try to play.
Getting back to Trey, but something has to be done.
Something got to be done.
We can't go the summer without doing nothing.
Bro, finish.
We got to eat the house. I'm gonna tell you, me and Foot, we both want Trey gone, but we already know the house will fuck up or look fucked up if they don't offer him an extension. They have to. It's gonna look bad on the organization.
And see, for the people who don't really follow what we be saying a lot, bro, I don't give a damn. I don't hate Trey. It's business, bro. I'm trying to win. My whole thing, we need to complete the rebuild. I told these dudes we were doing last year that we started this year with. They didn't want to see it. We are rebuilding. We couldn't rebuild like you normally would do because we ain't had the assets and then the tank. So we just did it a different way, and it's okay. We need to, bro. We got Dyson. We got young core that's solid. Right. Let's go ahead and build upon that. Let's get this thing going, man. I'm sorry, Trey. Thank you for your services. You done great. Won an award. You too damn small and you too ball dominant as a point guard. If you was a wing and you had a little height on you, if you was that dominant, ball dominant as a wing player, they don't have no problem. But my point guard don't need to be that ball dominant.
Question is, what do we offer Trey? From what I'm hearing, don't quote me, y'all, because I'm not in the front office. But from what I'm hearing, the Hawks want to offer Trey somewhere between 45 and 50 a year, which would put them at between 180, 4-year 180, between 4-year 180 and 4-year $200 million extension. Keeping it $50 million and under keeps the contract tradable. Given how it is now. You got guys making it in excess of 50, up to 60. Hell, Tatum makes 63. I never thought I'd seen a day where a motherfucker makes over $60 million a year to play a sport. But it's going on now. We're going to know which direction they go on based on what they offer Trey. If they offer Trey more than 50, they plan on keeping Trey here for a long time. If they offer Trey 45 to 50, basically what the Hawks saying is we still don't know what the fuck we're going to do with Trey, but we're not gonna get caught with our pants down if we don't offer. You don't offer Trey nothing if you don't extend Trey during the off season. Don't try to talk to him during the regular season because his agent gonna tell you. His agent gonna tell him to shut down.
Let me go ahead and give you some insight. This is some insight. Trey and Hoss already talked before the season.
Okay.
They know what direction they want to go. Both of them.
All right.
It's just up to decision who want what. So that conversation when that whole deal that had Landry dead man walking, when they took back over what's going on from this foolishness, a conversation was had. Did you see Trey play different too at the beginning of the season when it started?
At the beginning of the season last year, he played different.
Yeah. So that
both you and I said, he keep playing like that, he can stay.
That exactly. But
and he reverted back to his old ways.
Yeah. And he's playing wonderful. And people look at assists like he steered the ball so well. No, an assist is you pass him the ball and he scored. Somebody has to score. So what people keep shitting on the players, but they make him look good because they put the ball in the bucket when he give it to him. It's a couple of I ain't gonna trip. It's a couple of times where he make great passes to help them score, but not all his passes like that. You know what I'm saying? No, because he reverted back before JJ got hurt. Because I was talking about it, because I gave him props. I said, if Trey play like this, he been playing great. We can win.
Yeah, he started reverting back before JJ got hurt, Curtis.
He
tell y'all something, man.
Before JJ got hurt.
There's a running narrative amongst certain fans with the Atlanta Hawks that the Hawks have not done right by Trey. We need to get the man some help is just the phrase that pays. Here's what I say to that. 5 out of the 7 years Trey has been with the Atlanta Hawks have been top 10 in points per game. Now you can attribute that to what he does, but nevertheless, somebody else got to score the fucking basketball. He just led the league in assists at just under 12. Well, technically he didn't qualify because he missed enough games where he couldn't qualify. But the numbers are good. That's cool. But to say he ain't had no help, that's bullshit.
Man, they don't keep saying that.
Like, that's crazy. If 5 out of 7 years he's been here, we've been top 10 in points per game. What are you talking about? How can you sit up here and watch us lose? Let me tell you something. Last year, not the season we just finished. Last year, the Indiana Pacers team who playing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Bro, hold on, I'm gonna cut y'all. The Indiana Pacers playing in the finals again. They are not better than us. I don't care, even with what we have. That's all I'm saying. Go back. Well, no, they are better than us because they playing better than us. So let me just say it. Talent-wise, no.
Well, good. He won the assist title. Here's the thing. In 4 games against us last year, the Indiana Pacers scored 297 points. 297 motherfucking points. 3 of those 4 games, Tyrese Halliburton went ape shit. Tyrese Halliburton is the point guard for the Indiana Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
And I already know some people going to say, well, Trey wasn't always guarding him. But that's his fucking position. That's the part that people don't understand.
Why Trey
That's his fucking position.
Why Trey not gone?
That's been the problem with the Hawks for 7 years on the defensive end. I'm not talking about offense. We know Trey. We know Trey's a walking 26 and 10 or 11. Can't take that away from him. Defensively, what we've been getting our ass barbecued at. The guy who a lot of Hawks fans just destroyed, who with the Cleveland Cavaliers now. Hawks fans just destroyed him. One motherfucker told me DeAndre Hunter underperformed. I said, no, he couldn't. He couldn't have underperformed because he got to exert twice the energy on the defensive end, covering up for Trey. Trey rarely guards the other team point guard, especially if they way bigger than him. So now they just have Trey almost like he's floating on defense. You basically got 4 guys out there guarding 5 because Trey. I laugh when I see Hawks fans criticize other players for being bad on defense. Yes, and it's true. Luka is a turnstile on defense, but Luka got 4 All NBA first teams, and he got a finals appearance. And I'm not a Luka fan. I'm just calling it for what it is. Ding 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 ding. God damn it, Brian P with the ding ding. $4.99. God damn it, $4.99. We are now $35.01 away from my goal of $40. I can get me old $40. Indiana scored 297 on us in 4 games, man. Tyrese Halliburton went ape shit. One game down here, Tyrese Halliburton was skipping, running down the floor.
Bus stop.
He was skipping in our gym.
Can I say something, OG?
Go ahead.
And I do this with the young men I be coaching, bro. Number one, you gonna let dude just warm up, just walk through your. You gonna let him walk through lane, not touching. You gonna let him clown you on this court. Have some pride, bro. Hey, shoot some, catch one of them with something, low
hey,
key.
Bro, look here. Everybody got there talking bad about Caitlin Clark for that hard foul on Angel Reese. But guess what? She was being a teammate. Caitlin was being a teammate because Angel had just pushed her teammate.
Yes.
And when Angel pushed her teammate, Caitlin did like this, like to the ref, and that's when she pushed. Let me see a hard foul. This man skipping up and down the floor in your gym. Oh, okay. All right, come here. Come here, Ballo. Come here. You ain't doing shit no way. I can lose you for 3 games. I want you to go. You see that motherfucker right there? I want you to put him on his ass. We'll pay the fine. I don't need you to do nothing else. I don't need you to shoot. I want you to put him on his ass. Get your ass out there. That's how them old school coaches did that shit. And you know it. Hold on, wait a minute. No, I might need Gary Bird because he good from 3 and he will play a little defense and he'll draw a trap. No, I can't do that with Gary Bird. Let me see here. What the other moment we had before we traded him? Oh, wait, Roddy, come here, Roddy.
Mm-hmm.
Why your ass here? You ain't doing them down there, goddamn on your cell phone anyway. Talking to you. Get your ass in there and knock hell out there, boy. Bro, we don't have that. We don't have that. What we gonna do with Clint Capella?
Let me say it again, bro. I said people clown the hell out of me, right? But then they got excuses. Oh, they're gonna find nobody. No, they didn't give Clint up for free. I told folks, I told folks, and they were OG, you remember them clowning me. I said, don't be surprised if Clinton is still here after deadline. You remember
Let me tell y'all something, man. For all y'all who think Clint Capella didn't have no market, don't you think the Lakers could have used him?
Yeah. The Lakers
against
tried to
Minnesota?
they didn't have nothing.
Don't you think the Lakers could have used him against Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Because what Clint Capella do, that's all the Lakers fucking need.
That's all. That's all. That's all. So I said that, and I also said this. I said, don't be surprised if he's still on the roster. I'm not predicting anything because he might not be on the roster.
I think if Clint wanted to be gone, he'd have got traded, bro. Clint probably went to the house organization and said, hey, man, I'm good, man. Shit, man. Hell. Look, man. Hey, my girl love it here. We want to raise kids here. Hey, man, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it in all season, man. Y'all want to shut me down for the season? I'm cool. Because let's call it for what it is. When the Hawks shut Clint Capella down, they were 22-19. That's exactly 41 games, which is halfway through the basketball season. At that point, we were the 6th seed. Clint Capella got shut down. Well, he didn't get shut down. They moved him to the bench first, then they shut him down. And the Hawks proceeded to go 18-23 the rest of the way. What was it, 18-23? Yeah, 18, because we went 40-42. And we were an 8th seed. A lot of Hawks fans was vehemently complaining about we too small. Y'all saying we too small, but y'all complain about Clint missing a fucking layup or two a game. Okay, he got bricks for hands. Okay. But when you look at the
look at his shooting percentage.
He lead the team in fucking field goal percentage. I don't give a fuck how many shots he take. If you can punch it up on whatever app you go on.
Double O passed him though. You know, as Double O played more. I mean,
okay, that's cool.
But they was
but you still got with Double O and Clint, you got 2 of the top 15 guys in field goal percentage in the NBA. I don't want to hear that shit about all them layups he missed. What you mean all them layups he missing? Clint had a game last year. I swear. You know I ain't lying about this. I happened to miss that game. I think I had something to do. I think I had to work or something like that. I wound up watching the game later, but I missed it live. So, I got on Facebook, social media, motherfuckers just losing their shit, man. Capella, man, Clint Capella, man, I can't wait till we get this motherfucker. I said, God damn, what the fuck Clint do? I said, Clint must really lay the fucking egg.
No, bro. It's followers. See, they don't understand that grunt work that he does. With dude coming lane, touching him up, or just being more physical.
So hold on, wait a minute. So what was funny was, remember how I told you? You remember how you know those certain group that we be engaging with, and they get so tight ass when you put too much energy into a certain player.
Yep.
You remember when I referred to Clint Capella? And their response was because he's trash. All he do was bro. In a 24-hour span, it was I counted 9 posts on Clint Capella. I said, hold on. I pulled up, goddamn, I went to score out. Clint was like 4 for 7 in that game. Maybe 5 for 8. I said, okay. He had like 12 points, maybe like 9 or 10 rebounds, and had a couple of blocks. I said, what the fuck happened? All these folks just saying this. So I went back and watched the game. I said, he missed 3 shots. That same game, a certain player, who I shall remain nameless, because you mentioned his name, is starting to fight. Motherfucker went like 8 for damn near 30.
high ass usage, inefficient.
I won't be surprised if Clint Capella be back. You got to have some type of veteran leadership. Now he don't went into veteran style, being a vet. If Clint was going to be gone, I mean, it would have made sense to trade him at the trade deadline to get something for him. Yes, second round picks do count because you got a G League team. And if you kind of any kind of way worth your weight in development, it's okay to have that second round pick. We got a long off season with the Hawks. It's just a whole lot of unanswered questions, and that's my issue as a Hawks fan. Whole lot of unanswered questions. This shit in the front office is inexcusable. We shouldn't be looking for a fucking front office guy right now. That shit should be handled quickly. I could see if you were still looking for a coach. Because if they still looking for a coach, that's gonna give me an indication that one of the 4 teams that's left in the playoffs, they're probably looking for somebody, looking at somebody in their organization. So they're probably gonna wait. But to be looking for front office personnel right now, no. It's inexcusable to me. And you get that shit straight. Stop looking so fucking incompetent as an organization.
Well, I think from this standpoint on that particular issue, I don't think it's an incompetence anymore right now. I don't think so. We're still trying to clean up that foolishness, and still nobody don't want to fuck with us, right? And when you
that makes it look even worse.
Well, that's because we already did.
We can't hire a president. God, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm not very fond of Tony Russell as an owner. I don't give a shit what he doing downtown Atlanta. Okay, cool, whatever. For one, Tony Russell need to get the fuck out the way.
Hold on, Chauncey. Here's my take.
Okay.
I think there's been too much speculation. Tony should get involved. Chauncey did this. Here's my take on it. He the fucking owner. He can get involved in whatever he want to get involved.
I get that part. I get that.
Hold on, let me finish. I guarantee you, he's listened to other folks, right? But the wrong folks from a basketball decision standpoint. If you're talking about involvement that way, but I think he don't change that, right? Because I think people put giving too much. Like you got Grant Hill there, you got Dominique. They ain't no stupid organization as a whole, right? Because they keep Dominique in that thing, giving him different roles, right? You got Grant Hill. Grant Hill ain't stupid. I think that one fiasco was Trey pushing the issue with give me somebody, and that DJ thing happened. It was backdoor. They learned from that. They moved on. You made a mistake. We move forward. But I don't think the dude didn't become a billionaire by being stupid. You have
to. That part. And see, here's the thing.
Because it's still a business. The Hawks is still a business.
We didn't stick to a script. That's on Tony Russell.
Yeah, that's on him for sure.
We didn't stick to the script. You went out here, you plucked this guy from Golden State. You told him to create Golden State.
We don't know that. See, we don't know that.
Or however, you told him to do whatever you got to do to get this team back right. Because the guy who a lot of fans was mad that the Hawks didn't take. Some fans are pissed off that the Hawks didn't kiss Mike Budenholzer's ass to stay here. Man, fuck Budenholzer. Budenholzer put us in a bad fucking spot.
Hey man, let me go on record. I never liked Budenholzer. That 50-win team, all this stuff. let me tell you my problem with Budenholzer. When he became the GM and president or whatever,
he fucked this team up.
What he was doing, trying to stash dude overseas, trying to get dude. He was trying to do what San Antonio was doing, right? And he messed this team up. I mean, he wasting draft picks on dudes he's stacking over that don't want to come over yet. But you drafted him. And then you try to play this type of ball. Yeah, we won a lot of games, but you take. How are we gonna take a team to the did we go to the conference chat and get swept by LeBron now? That's unexcusable.
I mean,
bro, I don't
care. The Hawks that year, their success was predicated on them, on their chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Bud was able to get chemistry out of a bunch of role players. I'm just gonna call it for what it was. The Hawks didn't have a superstar on that team. They had a couple of very good players. You had Al Horford. You had Paul Millsap. And then you had Jeff T, Damari Carroll, and Kyle Korver. And then you had guys coming off the bench like Pero Antic and Gustavo Silva. I don't remember the other guys. That bullshit that happened up in New York between Pero and Tabo crippled the Hawks because they were two key pieces off the bench. I don't know. I still to this very day don't know what the fuck happened, but it resulted in Tabo's leg getting broke. The goddamn New York police done whooped their ass and broke Tabo's leg.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't forget what happened to Pero. Then we get into the finals with the Cavs. They already favored. Okay, we get into the finals with the fucking Cavs. First game, Damari twists his fucking knee. Remember? The very first game of the series. So we thinking Damari was going to be out. The Hawks done doped Damari up and shot him up. And he out there basically playing on one leg trying to guard LeBron James. Because at the time, Damari Carroll was our DeAndre Hunter. He was our premium a wing defender, and he played the same position as LeBron James. Then the icing on the cake, game 3 up there in Cleveland. No, or whichever. The first game we played in Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova did that dirty shit and broke Kyle Korver's leg. We behind 8 ball now, bro. And it was over. I ain't mad at that team for getting swept. Just too much shit happened on that. Just too much shit happened. You don't lose two of your key rotational players coming off the bench and 2 key starters and try to beat a team like Cleveland. Healthy, we probably still wasn't better than Cleveland, but still, though, we would have had more of a puncher's chance. But nevertheless, getting back to Mike Budenholzer's ass, whenever that dumb shit went down with Danny Fair reading that email about Luau Dang or whatever, I don't know. I wasn't there.
I would have fired him. I mean, he and they posed that he read something off a document. Bruh, that's boy.
The end result ain't got to always be firing a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But okay, I understand the severity because it whenever racism get involved or any type of way of race, you go to talking about race and sexual preferences. I'm gonna leave it like that. Shit get real testy. So I get it. But he was a fucked up general manager / whatever. Mm-hmm. He made some bad fucking decisions. So now we bring in this guy from Golden State. Not only he got to fix Budenholzer's fuck ups, he got to, get the team back right. So he had to fix Budenholzer fuck-ups. Weed out some of the bullshit we had. Bro, did y'all see the bullshit we had? Why y'all blaming Travis Slick? It's mind blowing. Did y'all see the bullshit we had? Evan Turner and goddamn Alan Crabb and Alex Lynn and these guys who were okay basketball players, but a lot of them was going through injuries. Y'all remember Chandler Parsons? Believe it, y'all don't remember Chandler Parsons actually was in a Hawks uniform? Come on, man. I mean, Kent Bazemore wasn't bad. He just wasn't what y'all wanted him to be. We had Torian Prince who came in here. He was okay, but because he didn't fit a few of y'all's eyeball tests. And one motherfucker told me that I was the only reason why I was caping for Torian Prince is because I was cool with his daddy. Little did he know how me and his daddy got cool was because his daddy respected me being critical of him, even to him. I criticized Torian to him, but that's another story. You won't let this man do his job, okay? The rebuild started with John Collins. Everybody think it started with Trae Young. No, it started with John Collins.
John Collins.
All right. We took John Collins with the 19th pick in 2017. We took Trae Young. Y'all already know how that shook out. We drafted Luka first at 3rd overall. We traded back to Miami. Trae got not Miami. Dallas picked Trae 5th, and then they gave us the next year pick. The next year pick was turned out to be Cam Reddish. So basically, we traded Luka Doncic for Trae Young and Cam Reddish. In 19, let me tell y'all something. Stop going with these dumbass narratives. We did not use our 4th overall pick to draft DeAndre Hunter. No. Let me tell you how the fucking trade went down. I'll tell you what happened. The LA Lakers drafted DeAndre Hunter 4th. After that trade, after they drafted DeAndre Hunter 4th, it was us and the Pelicans. Some kind of way, it was a 3-team deal. We took our 8th pick, which turned out to be the irony of that. It's an irony to this shit. Y'all know what our 8th pick was? You remember who our 8th pick was, Foot?
8th pick?
That year.
No.
The motherfucker who the Lakers fans crashing out on right now because he wound up circling back to go to the Lakers. Jackson Hayes.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, yep.
Jackson Hayes, we took Jackson Hayes for the Lakers. I mean, actually for the Pelicans because he went to the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
And the 17th pick, we gave him the 17th pick, which is Alexander Nickeil Walker, who's a reserve with the Timberwolves right now.
Yep.
And we got back a 2nd round pick. So as much as DeAndre Hunter stayed hurt and a lot of y'all dislike DeAndre Hunter, safe to say the Hawks won that fucking deal.
Yeah. All day.
So all of y'all talking about he was the 4th overall pick. We didn't use our 4th. We used the 8th pick, who was Jackson Hayes, who they ready to run out of LA right now, and right now a rotational player in Minnesota and Alexander Nickeil Walker. Understand your history, folks. You don't have to always go with narratives. I mean, go with the bullshit because it fits your narrative. Okay, so 19, we get Hunter, we get Reddish. Okay.
Can I add something to it?
Go ahead.
You said you get. I'm gonna tell you something about this. I know people keep talking about this Trae Young and Luka and the Cam Reddish pick. I was on record that was a great pick if Reddish, and I said we won't know to about 3-4 years if that pick if we won it.
Reddish is a big fucking baby. He's a big fucking baby.
I know if he would develop like he was supposed to develop, like I seen him play on the circuit, like I thought, man, we would have had a steal.
He didn't want to be coached hard.
He was selfish.
He didn't want to be coached hard. He accused Lloyd Pierce of being a bully. Okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, go find a couch to lay on. You fucking soft ass individual.
Hey, so I'm gonna go in a minute. I'm gonna give me something to eat. God damn, it's 11 o'clock already.
Okay. All right, we're gonna shut it. We're gonna wrap it up anyway. Just hang in here for another 2 to 3 minutes.
I got you.
Then that's when okay. Now here comes the Eastern Conference Finals year. Okay. The Eastern Conference Final year, that's when we drafted Onyeka. Okay, here the bullshit. Now here got the bullshit. Bullshit. Trey don't like Lloyd Pierce. So we was 11-17 and we fired Lloyd Pierce. We had a competent assistant on the bench named Nate McMillan. And Nate McMillan wound up being the interim head coach, and y'all already know the rest. We made the magical trip to the finals, and then they made him the head coach moving forward. Do you remember what I said when they fired Lloyd and hired Nate? Can you remember what I said, Foot?
No, I don't remember what you said.
What I said was gonna happen in 2 years. Maybe I can. What I said was gonna happen in 2 years. When they fired Nate McMillan, when they fired Lloyd,
Nate gonna be gone.
I said they're gonna be ready to fire Lloyd and Nate McMillan in 2 years. We'll get to that. Okay. Now, Hawks fans, Trey want to win. I'm saying I'm the person out front saying, leave it alone, y'all. I know y'all got that taste of the conference finals. Let's stay the course. Let's let these five guys, let these guys finish developing. By the way, I left out Kevin Huerter was in the 18 draft with Trey. I'm sorry. Kevin Huerter. I left him out. And the 30th pick was Amari Spellman. He's somewhere eating Taco Bell right now. Okay.
I don't even want to talk about that pick, bro.
Okay. Now, as we drafted Onyeka, I was telling folks, leave it alone. Let them develop. No, y'all them motherfuckers. Why we got to, already know who's saying this shit. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't be paying all these folks. Okay. All right. I said, y'all remember all that. Now, y'all remember all that. So they bitched when they went when they extended Kev. They bitched when they extended Dre. They bitched when they gave Bogey an extra couple years. They bitched when they gave Clint an extra couple years. They bitched about Collins getting his money. So guess what? Now the organization listening to y'all. Mm-hmm. Don't think they don't listen to y'all. All right. Now rules come out that they don't like Travis Slink. Okay. Trey hanging out on the sun. Riding to practice with him, all this shit here. Rode on his private plane from Miami after game 2. The year after we lost in the conference finals. All this shit going on. All this shit starting to materialize now. We don't fire Travis Slink. We just basically alienate him. So he's still in the front office, but we alienate him. And now little Nicky around here doing this bullshit. We brought in a guy like DeLon Wright. He wasn't good enough. You had fans of him mad because he wasn't out in 2017 when we basically brought him in to be a big trade backup. Okay. We brought him in and let him go.
And DeLon Wright was hooping. Then folks wanted back next year.
Yeah. He in the conference finals right now. But anyway, that's another story. Listen, so problems started arising with Nate and Trey. Nate goes to the house, said, I'm done. Y'all got it. What the house do, Foot? I'm saying it, and we get out here in about 5 minutes. What the house do, Foot?
Beg him to stay.
They begged him to stay. They begged him to stay.
Can I ask something real quick, Chauncey?
Go ahead.
People don't remember. Well, Nate was a point guard. You see what I'm
Tough,
saying?
hard nosed one too, Jack. Didn't take no shit.
Guards. You see what I'm saying? So Trey's most successful year was under Nate.
It ain't close.
Under Nate. And they clown him because they say he holding Trey back. He running Lower Pierce offense. But
He a dinosaur.
No, these dudes are soft. The NBA is soft, and them dudes can handle Nate's coaching style, players, whatever. Nate, they got these little adjectives for these players. I mean, these type of coaches.
Yeah.
And so, hey, when I look at it like this, I'm still rewinding back to, what's up, Kool-Aid? Yeah. So they don't know Nate was a point guard.
And a tough one. So hold on, because I don't lose train of thought. I'm glad you're on here, Kool-Aid. You can pick it back with me on it. So now, the shit started. Goddamn, the ship started to take on water now. All right, Travis been exiled down into an office down now at the end of the building. Little Nicky walking around the building. Nate ready to quit. They begged Nate to stay. Next thing you know, okay, Nate, you good. You fired. Oh, okay. Make sure y'all pay me the last 3 years left on my goddamn deal. We brought it. We let Joe Prucci be the interim coach. You know what I said? I said just let Prucci finish out the season. Here go these dumbasses over here. These dumbasses they're being out here over here. No, we need to get a guy right in here now. Go get Snyder. Remember all that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't go get him now. We go get Snyder. When we go and get Snyder, I say, you know what? They're ready to get rid of him in 2 years. Now, what's going on now?
You did.
What's going on now? Okay, so
Quinn Snyder.
In the midst of all this going on, you done traded away DeJounte Murray. You done traded away Kevin Huerter for what? I don't give a fuck what he's doing. Listen, when I said we talk about trade away Kevin Huerter, I don't care about what he's doing in Sacramento. What do we get for him? I'll tell you what we got for him. The oldest Holiday brother, who's the one that's the most garbage right now. And Mo Harkless. Mo Harkless never put on a Hawks uniform. We just, that 13 pick we using this year, we finally about to use it. We done had to wait 3 years to use that goddamn pick. We get rid of John Collins. What we give John Collins? A $25 million exception? Fast forward. Now Hunter's finally gone. Y'all got y'all wish. Hunter finally gone. He goes to Cleveland and wins 16 straight fucking games. Didn't lose for a month and a half. I got buddies as Cleveland fans like, so why y'all get rid of Hunter? I mean, I know he was hurt a lot, but hey, man, about 80% of the fans down here despised him. They wanted him gone. Man, you for real? Yep. They wanted him gone. Man, that's crazy, bro. Bro, he what we need. All right, we saw what happened in the playoffs. And as soon as Hunter had a bad game, they couldn't wait to jump on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kool-Aid said we just keep getting bad coaches. Who was available when we hired Lloyd Pierce for Kool-Aid? Who was willing to take the job? What good coach was willing to take the job when we hired Lloyd Pierce? It's a reason why we had to hire a guy who had never had a job. Nobody wanted the fucking job. A lot of them veteran coaches ain't with no fucking rebuild. That's why Budenholzer coward ass left. We caught a blessing with Nate being on the bench when we fired Lloyd. We got a blessing with a veteran coach, and guess what? Y'all the fans, because y'all got mad because y'all prodigal son started getting criticized, rightfully so. So now it's the coach's fault. So now the house just done hired 3 bad coaches, 2 bad GMs. I clearly said, and I'm really gonna let y'all go. I clearly said, leave it alone. Let everything materialize. All these impatient ass fans, and then now that we right where we at, a 4th straight year play in, 2 of them out the back door of the play in. Now, amazingly, they're saying get Trey some help. God damn it, he had help. You didn't want it. You didn't respect it. I understand Gallo got old. He had to go. Lou Williams got old. He had to go. Tony Snell got old. But, okay. Herter shouldn't have got traded. Collins shouldn't have got traded. Hunter should still be here. Bogey should still be here. All of that. That's how you create championship teams. You got to create camaraderie and chemistry. But y'all don't know. Y'all don't care nothing about that. All y'all care about is being entertained because Trey gives you 26 and 10, and he ain't got enough help. Man, bullshit. I'm not firing Quinn Snyder, Kool-Aid. He got 3 fucking years left on his deal. I can't keep firing coaches because y'all are y'all feelings. Thank you for participating. I just fired a 2nd general manager in 5 years. That's embarrassing.
Bro, and see, you know.
Bogey salary dump, okay. However.
But here,
now I'm gonna say that then you close it out, Foot. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's gone except for Trey. Now y'all think we can make it work with Trey? Man, man, I think we can make it work. No, y'all, all the other motherfuckers, they gone. John Collins gone. Kevin Herter gone. Cam Reddish gone. DeAndre Hunter gone. Bogey Bogdanovich gone.
Lou Will gone. Johnson. Kool-Aid, you keep talking, you don't win, you get fired. That goes for players too. So I don't know what Johnson with, but I help close it on out, man. But hey, man, you know, at the end of the day, man, the Hawks got some big decision to make. You know, and it's all gonna be centered around Trey Young.
My fault, man. Somebody call my phone. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen. Listen. Like I said, Collins, Herter, Reddish, Hunter, Bogey, Pierce, McMillan.
Alinari. You could get Simon Hill.
All these folks gone. Only person here is Trey. And y'all telling me the Hawks ain't did right by Trey? Fuck that. He has to go. It ain't personal.
I don't care about doing right, man. We trying to win, man. It ain't his fault, but we trying to win. We need to go ahead and complete.
I don't want to hear that shit about it ain't his fault. Ain't nobody saying it's his fault. What I'm saying is, everybody, I got a guy who I just drafted #1 overall last year. I'm not finna take a shit on him to make Trey Young fans happy. No. We tried this shit for 7 years. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Period. If they decide to keep Trey Young, good for them. Let's go. Let's see if we can goddamn try to make something happen. That's cool. It ain't gonna piss in my cornflakes. I'm gonna still have my thoughts about them.
Kool-Aid, get out of here. Get the fuck. This is Trey last chance. Chance for what? Bro, he been some years. Zach is trash. Okay, man.
What you mean? Hold on. Okay, Kool-Aid. How long? So, multiple players, 2 coaches, 2 GMs, and you ready to find a 3rd coach. See, y'all got to make this shit make sense. Y'all got to get out y'all feelings about this shit.
Bruh. Hey, man, some of them beat their wife for this dude.
Like, for real. Like, for real. Like, come on, man. And y'all could. Ain't nobody blaming Trey for shit. Trey is who he is. But I can't blame the motherfuckers who still keep dealing with him. No. Go on, says you got to say, Foot, then we're going to close it out.
No, man, I mean, you in a nutshell. The Hawks got a decision to make. So.
Yes, you do. You quit lying, Foot. Kool-Aid. Yes, you do, Kelvy Lee. Don't you even say that shit. I done seen how you act on that goddamn. I done seen how you act on that. Shout out to We Talk Hawks. I done seen how you act over there. Cut it out, Kool-Aid. Stop it down.
Kool-Aid tripping. Kool-Aid drinking Kool-Aid again. But yeah, man. Hey, man. At the end of the day, I just want us to complete the rebuild. It ain't personal. I'm trying to win something before I leave this earth.
Now we're gonna rebuild right. And guess what? If let's say we do decide to keep Trey. Trey, he go your little 51 million. Shut the fuck up. Whatever they give him. He go you 51 million, 48 million. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If you don't like it, give me the list of teams you want to go to. Shut the fuck up. We taking back over the team now.
Yep.
You done pulled your little power play enough. Okay, I let my dumbass son come up here and he started doing shit, listening to you. Shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. We gonna build this team the right way. Mm-hmm. You do your fucking job.
Yep.
Other than that, you need to go.
That is.
Here. Get that simple. All right, man. I appreciate everybody checking in. Tony Roberts, you brought the good. You brought the good ATL. Kool-Aid, you brought the goods. You came in late, but you brought the good. Everybody who's in here, look at Brian Peoples. Everybody, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. You with Mr. Tactician channel, hit them buttons. Man, my podcast, hit them buttons. Truth with us 2 sports and entertainment from a man's foot. I'm a man OG Truth with a 2 Hertz with a Z. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the ATL Sports Report. We always seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Make sure y'all check out my homie Damon Thomas. We Talk Hawks. They go live at least 4 times a week. And when I tell you, that's the #1 Hawks goddamn TV show on the fucking YouTube right now. We Talk Hawks. Make sure y'all check it out. Put one of the admins over there. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. I can't go in there every day. I don't be feel like arguing with Kool-Aid ass all the time. But listen, y'all make sure y'all check it out, man.
All right, man.
Peace out. We out, man. Yep.
All right.